Good afternoon, social media family. It is Naturally coming to you yet again to do a perfume talk. I'm not going to talk about several fragrances that I wore this week or anything, but I am going to talk about a fragrance house I have become to love. And I was so thrilled and honored. If you've been watching me on a couple of my channels, specifically my social media platforms on IG. I just added a second one, and it is Naturally Riri. So I have one where I talk about my wellness journey, and which is Ms.Naturallyreeree, and then the second one, which is Naturally Riri. That is the one I'm beginning to talk more so on fragrances and telling you about my fragrance journey. Well, on both of my IG channels, I mentioned the fact I was so honored to work with this particular fragrance house company, and I'm just so blessed and honored. They offered me a discount code, which only lasted for a few days, but I'm so thrilled that I got the opportunity to even share my journey, my love of fragrance, and this particular company with each and every one of you. And the house I'm talking about is from the house of NOVYL fragrances. And a new fragrance just came out last weekend, and I was honored with getting that particular fragrance. I got it in a fragrance oil, and I'm so excited to share that Bliss just came out last week, or actually on the 9th. So it's been a little over a week and a half. I did check the site. It is available on the website. I will link their information in this video on today, so that way you too can get a fragrance for a small price and you support a black owned business. Now, Bliss is so gorgeous. Like I said, this perfume oil is so pretty. This is a citrus and vanilla fragrance. So it has like citrus notes. It has like a fresh element to it, as well as vanilla. He kept the notes very simple, and sometimes simple is what's best. Keeping it less is sometimes work best. You know, when you put on makeup or when you try to go over and beyond what you're able to do. And your mom specifically used to tell you less is more. Well, he has hit the nail yet again on Bliss. This is, to me, it reminds me of a icicle. Like you take lemon, like you make fresh lemonade and then you put it in the freezer, like a lemon cool cup. Then you take it and you scrape it. You know how you used to do as a kid? You scrape it to get that little icy chill, and then you put it in your mouth. That's what this reminds me of. Now, I get the citrus notes in the beginning, but then in the middle of the dry down, I get the vanilla and I get a slight creaminess, is why I said this reminds me of an icicle or even a lemon sickle. Like you put that lemonade in the freezer, and then you get that creamy note once you get the ice. And if you put like a little milk in it, like a little sweetened condensed milk maybe, you get that creaminess, just a slight creaminess, but the vanilla comes out so pretty. Or if you really want to think about it, it's like maybe a lemon ice cream. That's what this kind of reminds me of, but this is a lighter version. So I can see myself wearing this fragrance in the summertime, which is going to pair great with a couple of fragrances that I just happen to have in my collection. I do have a few freshies, but one has a citrus note on it. This will pair beautifully with this. And I did pick up a fragrance today on clearance at TJ Maxx, and guess what? I paid $10 for that fragrance. And when I smelled it, it reminded me of a great pairing with Bliss. Y'all, I can't wait to wear it. That one is going to be like a scent I'm going to wear for the summer. And so immediately I put it on my skin, and it is more like a fresh, light skin scent on me, which is fine with that, because sometimes you want that skin scent so you could be real close with your significant other or just a friend or whatever you got going on in your life, and you want them to truly smell you up close and personal. So I like to thank the owner of Bliss. I can't wait. I'm probably more than likely I'm gonna slow down because I want to wait till the end of the month and get Bliss. I'm gonna get the bottle. Now, the bottle is $50, and you're probably thinking a 30 ml for $50. It is very reasonably priced, guys, and this is a black owned business, so I don't mind paying 50 bucks to smell good. I know a lot of people are veering off, they don't want to spend $50. I get it, because I'm in that same boat. I just mentioned that I just purchased a $10 fragrance on today, but sometimes you gotta do what's best, and you want to put your money back into the community. And y'all, I love Bliss. I love Bliss. I'm telling y'all, I can't stop talking about it. I can't stop talking about it. So you hit the nail on this one. But then I also have two other fragrances. Actually, I have four now because I got two perfume oils and two perfumes itself from this house. So y'all, that can just tell you I'm beginning to like this particular fragrance house and how the way they do fragrances. It's simplistic yet beautiful. And like I said, less is more. And so I've been talking about Rare. Rare is pretty much a vanilla and oud. And like I said before in the previous video, I did not want to buy that name brand, well, that big perfume company we all gonna talk that we all been talking about as of late, because they came out with another oud fragrance. I'm not gonna say the name because we know who it is. I wanted something a little bit just sometimes simple. I like oud. I'm not crazy about vanilla, but I like oud. And I wanted to kind of not pay that particular company's prices. I think the 1.7 is 105, and I think the 3.4 is I want to say 150. And so this, ladies and gentlemen, is just 50 bucks. And it gives me the same effect. Like I said, sometimes less is more. And this is just simplistic oud vanilla. It's combined so beautifully. If you are trying to get introduced to the note of oud, I know oud is kind of a note that you really got to get accustomed to. You really got to get a feel for it and even try to appreciate the note itself. This is a great starter. I am crazy about this scent. I've been wearing it in the summer just by itself because she does pack a punch. In the winter time as well as the fall, this is gorgeous on its own. But I've been pairing it with several other fragrances that I have, and most recently I've talked about pairing it with Harmony's Vanilla E Super, just to boost up the vanilla fragrance. But the oud and the vanilla stand its own by itself, but when you pair it with like another vanilla, the vanilla gets elevated just slightly. So this I love. Now I may wear it a couple more times this particular season in the spring. I may put her up because yeah, she does her thing in the fall and in the winter. Fall, we don't have that much of a fall. It's very short, but when we do have it, it's pretty good. Now, he had this also in his lineup. This is one of his other original scents, which is Timid. Timid is like a everyday woodsy. It has a slight floral note to it, but it's also woodsy. So you can pretty much wear this every day. I started wearing it here at home a couple of days. I got this in the mail, and I wasn't really sure about it because the name says Timid, but I can see why it's Timid because it's an everyday fragrance. You don't want to get noticed too much. You just want to just you know, you want to say hi, I'm here, and keep it pushing. But Timid is actually nice. It lasted like 2 to 3 hours on my skin, but I think if I let it macerate a little bit longer, I may be able to get like maybe 6 hours of smell good on this. But I love the simplicity of the woodsy and floral notes. I love florals. I love rose. I love florals. I love ouds. So I do like those sweet notes here and there, but every so often picking up a floral note with a woodsy note in it is kind of like a nice touch. So this, my friends, I just started. I got her on Thursday, and I have worn her a little bit on Thursday night. I worn her on Friday because I was working from home. I did not wear her this weekend because I did not want to go to a couple of many places. And the Houston rodeo is winding down. Today is the last day. Thank God. So, yeah, I like Timid. Timid is such a nice, pretty fragrance. You can wear it every day. And I think it may have a little jasmine note. He didn't tell me the notes on this, but I'm thinking jasmine is also in here too. So, yeah, I like Timid. And it just I want to just be like hidden, but I still want to smell good, but I just want to be a little hidden. That's what I'm going to probably wear. But I might be wearing hers one day this week. Just depends. And y'all know my baby, my love, energy. Energy is a rose scent. This is like rose. I can smell, even though it's floral, the main note I can smell in here is rose. Y'all, this is great. This one here I layer with a few of my rose dominated fragrances, or even fragrances that has rose maybe in the top and in the mid, or even at the top and at the bottom. And when I pair them with this, that rose is elevated to the next level. So y'all, I'm like, I've put like a, let's see if I can show y'all. I've been putting some work in it. I'm not going to say I put a dent in it, because the dent going to be like down here. No, I'm putting some work in it, because you see it's like half, not even a fourth. Y'all, I love energy, and this will give you like the momentum as well as a feminine touch. If you feeling feminine and feeling lovely as a fragrance oil, pick this baby up. This one is about, I want to say, less than $20. Don't quote me on the price, but I am going to link the information at the bottom of this video. And yeah, those are the fragrances I wanted to talk about today. And the House of NOVYL fragrances, like I said, blessed me with Timid. And like I said, I'm just thrilled with this fragrance house. And like when Bliss came out, they gave me a coupon code, and I was happy to share it with each and every one of you in my community. I'm just thrilled and pleasantly honored that they've even considered me enough to even promote and even talk about this business. I did not get paid to talk about NOVYL fragrances. I am a NOVYL fragrance customer. I've purchased, like I said, one fragrance, and I got the other three for free, but I am planning on Blind Bliss, and I'm not disappointed with this fragrance house. So I just want to let each and every one of you know out there, I did not I did spend money on Rare. I love Rare, but the other fragrance I did get for free. I love this perfume house because they're taking the concept of simplicity, putting it into fragrances, and making you kind of remember why you love wearing fragrances. Yes, we know about the big companies, and we even know some of those bigger known companies in our community that focuses on black perfumers and black fragrance houses. But guess what? There are other black fragrance houses out there. I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to commit to getting to know some of these fragrance houses and just enjoy the process, enjoying my journey. But while I'm doing all of that, I'm happening to picking up some fragrances along the way that's costing me little for nothing. So y'all, I'm just so happy and blessed that I'm getting this opportunity to even share with y'all. But I will link their information yet again. Yeah, this is my third time saying that, y'all. So that means I must really love this fragrance house to say it 3 times in this video. So y'all just follow my channel, like my channel, subscribe, and hopefully the little subscriptions, the notices, the comments lets me know that you like my videos, you like my little journey that I'm going on. And I'm not all dolled up today because I wanted to be kind of simplistic. It is St. Patrick's Day. So if you're out there, you're Irish, happy St. Patty's Day. And guess what? When I was doing, just a quick tidbit, when I was doing my DNA, my ancestry history, and I looked into the basis of where my family is from, I noticed Ireland was one of the countries that was marked in the calendar. Now, I knew about some of my family being of British descent because of the last name Mason, because you know Mason is a surname for masonry, and masonry is like the people that create like the steel, the iron stuff, like you know when you're doing like iron fences and stuff like that, and that's mainly in England. I was so thrilled that when I went on and discovered that there is some Irish blood rose through these veins, I was just surprised. And I mean, I can see that because you know, Ireland and Britain is not far from each other, but it just makes you understand and appreciate the history that you come from. And St. Patty's Day, you know, yeah, I always wore green on St. Patrick's Day because I didn't want to be pinched. Y'all know what that's like? That's not pretty and it's not fun. But then now, looking at my timeline, looking at my ancestry, and I see that Irish bloodline in, it just makes me even more so appreciative of where my family is from. So, yeah, just a quick tidbit about me. My descendants come from not just in Great Britain, but they come from Nigeria. They come from a little bit in Ghana, Pakistan, and then Ireland. Now, Italy's in there too, but I ain't picked up no Italian fragrances yet. So that may be in the cards in the future. But right now, I'm just enjoying black-owned fragrance houses. And addressing one is just something that I thoroughly enjoy. Y'all take care. Be a blessing in your community. Enjoy the remainder of the day. And me, I am just going to just relax, enjoy the rest of the basketball in the game. The Mavericks is playing. And just enjoying the last day of the rodeo. No more traffic. No more headache. Y'all take care. Be a blessing in your community. And I'll touch bases with you soon. Bye-bye.